Hi everyone, welcome back to Home Buying Tips with Allie. We are excited to be here today. We're actually going to be speaking with one of my personally favorite people, which is Yvonne Pierce. She's our office manager at Recovery Credit Repair. Yvonne, welcome to our show.
Thank you for having me today, Allie.
So excited to have you here.
I'm very thrilled to be here.
So Yvonne, how long have you been working for us?
Oh, it's been about a great 4 years working here with you. Coming on as an intern was one of the biggest challenges, I think, for me to learn the industry and just take off with it. And, of course, had a great mentor in yourself to teach me everything that I needed to know and give me the tools that I needed to move forward with credit repair.
Awesome. Well, tell us a little bit about yourself. Like, give us some of your background and then how we got to meet. Just kind of let the world know about who is Yvonne. And
oh my gosh, you're gonna let all my secrets out. I guess I'm a well-reserved person. I love what I do. I love helping people. I think that's the biggest thing about myself is that my drive to always be that person to meet that other person's goal, to see what is their drive that gets me going to help them. And just that being that helper person in myself has always been me and who I've been all my life since I was little, just always wanting to help. Yeah. And I think my industry that I come from, of course, is basically retail. My whole life doing retail and learning that customer service skill is one of the hardest things to learn how to do that, to be that people person and take off with it. So, my interests, of course, are, I think, sports. I love sports. I love hiking, doing the odd little things that in my life. Yeah. But well-rounded person.
Awesome. Well, one thing about Yvonne that you guys don't know is that she is not afraid to use her teacher voice. And sometimes she has to use her teacher voice when she's in the office. So, so be very careful with that voice. So, Yvonne, oftentimes you meet with our clients when they're coming into the office.
Correct.
And you're doing their consultations along with other credit repair specialists that we have, because we are a team of 12. We're not a team of 2. We're a team of 12, and we do have 2 locations, one in Visalia and one in Fresno. What do you feel is the most common reason that clients are coming to us to start repairing their credit?
I believe sometimes they just don't know where to start. I think they don't even realize how credit affected them until they actually went to go pull their credit to if it's for a home, for a car, whatever it may be, and they're finding out they're getting denied, and they're like, why am I getting denied? And they have no idea what is actually affecting them and why they're getting denied, and they had no clue as to their credit report and what it looks like. So I think just not knowing has them coming in, because we do offer that free consultation to educate them about their credit report.
Right. And we don't necessarily sign on anyone as a client. They have to qualify for our services. We're not someone who's just going to take people's money, because not everyone does qualify for credit repair. Not everyone's an excellent candidate.
Correct.
So speaking of that, how many errors do you see being reported on credit reports every day?
Oh, there's tremendous errors. It is true when you hear those statistics as far as there's one person out of 5 that have something wrong with their report. It is so true. As many clients as I see, they come in and, well, that's not right. This is not right. Why is that name attached to my credit report and birth dates being incorrect? So it happens quite often. The average, I would say, out of our clients, probably 85% of them have something wrong with that's reporting incorrectly on their report.
And those errors do affect their credit scores greatly.
They do. Oh yes, most definitely.
Awesome. Okay, we're going to take a quick break and we'll be back soon. Stay tuned.
When you need to get fit, contact Gary Torres, IFBB Pro. Email Gary Torres, 5336@yahoo.com.
Hey, I'm Christopher. Tune in every Friday night on CentralValleyTalk.com when I bring you Sex, Drugs, Christopher, where I'll give you 3 guesses on what we talk about. And I also vow to bring you 1 live local music act a week. So tune in every week because you never know what kind of music you're going to hear right here on CentralValleyTalk.com.
The Space Colony Journals are an epic tale of a family's struggle to survive. Meet the courageous women and dangerous men who dare to carve a home on the alien world of Vensug. Get your copy today. Available on Amazon and Gail Daly's FineArt.com.
You enter this door with expired tags. Beyond is another dimension, a dimension of regulations, a dimension of long waits. You have reached the registration zone. What looks like an ordinary shop is actually Mitchell's Smog, located in the heart of the Tower District, a few minutes from the DMV. Mitchell's Smog offers your vehicle a STAR-certified smog inspection. So remember Mitchell's Smog when you need to pass through the registration zone.
Contact Sarah Hernandez of June and Matte Photography to schedule your portrait, engagement, wedding, or next family photo session. But that's not all. Sarah is also your personal brandographer, helping you ditch the stock photos and get images that sell. Call 559-412-3721. Visit JuneandMattePhoto.com and follow Sarah on Instagram and Facebook.
Hello everyone, my name is Miss G. I offer fun and affordable promotion and advertisement on my talk show. It is called Fresno Vibes. We talk, we play awesome music. I also feature a bunch of different bartenders from different places. I like to have restaurants. I like to have any event, any kind of fun stuff. Contact me at rmgmissg@gmail.com and we will have so much fun and we will promote your business, promote your event right here on my show. So contact me. We'll have fun. Thank you.
Give your child the tools to succeed. The Yergubian Academic Center offers one-on-one and group educational lessons by appointment. Over 90% of our students show significant improvement in their academics in just 3 months. Students of the Yergubian Academic Center have gone on to UCLA, UC San Diego, Yale, Stanford, and many more prestigious universities. Schedule a tutoring session today. Call 559-437-3973.
CentralValleyTalk.com.
Hi, welcome back to Home Buying Tips with Allie. I am here with Yvonne Pierce, Office Manager at Recovery Credit Repair. So, Yvonne, many people believe that their score that's on Credit Karma or any bank app that they're looking at is their actual FICO score. What can you tell us about that?
Well, many people are unaware that there's many different types of FICO scores and many different creditors use many different types of FICO, so they're not all the same. So the criteria that they're pulling to get that number is going to be forgiving or unforgiving and forgiving. Mm-hmm. So you find that your scores will be outrageously high. Well, at the banks, they use a FICO 9 and they don't consider some of the paid debt on there and medical. So your scores tend to be 40 points higher than what you see on a FICO 8, mm-hmm. which most retail stores and will be using to pull your credit. So they are like, well, my scores are a 690 and how come you're only pulling a 640? And I have to explain that to them so they they kind of educate them on how that, there's so many criterias that they use out there, that a true FICO score is going to come from your FICO 8s, and then of course your when they pull for your FICO 2, 3, and 4 and 5, excuse me. For a home loan, that's even more strict of a pull, so your points tend to be even lower there. So just on the criteria where you're going to purchase, what you're going to purchase determines what type of score they're going to be pulling to give you that.
And is Credit Karma even a FICO score?
No. Credit Karma is not a FICO score. Credit Karma, I'm proud of people if they're using that, okay? I'm going to be real, because I am. Because it tells me that I'm aware of my score. I want to know what my score is. I want to know my credit. So that's free, and of course they use it, and at least it tells me they're aware. But they need to know how Credit Karma works in order to understand it, and they not get so excited, because Credit Karma reports every 7 days. Creditors report once a month. So 7 days and once a month, your scores are like water. They're going to go up and down. I get excited because my scores are up 1 week because things didn't report. And then when they report, oh, my scores fell. I'm so sad. And, people get real excited about scores, because scores are something that is very critical in life. Very critical.
Especially in today's society.
Oh, yes. Determine jobs.
Yeah.
Determine yeses and nos, opens the door or closes it, and so a lot of people have to be aware of what a credit score can actually do to you and how it can affect you.
And also there's over 50 different FICO scoring models out there. So it's hard to get out of the mentality of this is my score, because yes, this is my score, but according to whom? So once you understand that there's 50 different FICO score models out there, and the score that's being pulled is according to whom, then you understand, okay, well, they told me my score is this, it is according to them. They told me my score is here, it is according to them. So you can't always get stuck on this is my score. Just like when you are purchasing a home and you're looking at your Credit Karma, deduct about 45 points.
Correct.
And that's where you're going to be approximately to purchase a home. Now that the if you're looking for down payment assistance programs to purchase a home, criteria is changing as of November 1st. You now need a 660, a 660, as opposed to a 640 in order to qualify for those programs. So that means that both of your Credit Karma scores have to be at a 705 or higher in order for you to qualify for those down payment assistance programs. So you really need to understand how credit works and how it impacts you, so that you can make the right decision according to the purchase that you want to make for yourself. And these are some of the things that we educate our clients on, because we know the validity of it and how important it is for them.
It's not just in purchasing, though, because we do have clients that are in because promotion. I want to be promoted. And in order to get promoted, you're getting a full evaluation, and that includes your credit now.
Yeah.
So, to move forward, you got to have those scores. You got to be able to have that clean record with your credit. It is a grade.
Yeah.
A, B, C, D, and so forth.
We actually know someone who was up for a promotion, had been in their position for 3 years, and then in the 3 years, life happened, and instead of the promotion, they actually got terminated.
Correct. Terminated.
Because of their credit. Buying a home, you need credit. Buying a car, you need credit. Like Yvonne said, getting a job, you need credit. Qualify for a promotion, you need credit.
Insurance for your car.
Insurance, even utilities, they look at your credit score.
Home, to get into a rental.
Yes, rentals for sure, definitely. Sometimes they don't scrutinize you as much because they look at your previous paying history, but you still need to have that credit score in order to get into a home. So these are things that a lot of people take for granted, that they don't even consider, but it's more and more and more becoming a reality of how vital our credits are, our credit report is today. And some of you might think, well, what does my credit have to do with my ability to do a job? And it has
No,
nothing
nothing.
to do with it, except if you're currently not paying your bills and you're currently in debt, some employers see you as a higher risk for theft. And internal theft is a big deal amongst employers. So that's why they're considering your credit against you or for you, depending on how you handle your finances. Another thing that's really been affecting a lot of people and is becoming a huge epidemic is identity theft.
Yes.
We're seeing a lot of identity theft, and many people take, if they do it on their own because they don't know what they're doing, they're taking months and years to resolve one identity theft issue. What have you found to be the main reason for identity theft?
Well, identity theft can affect you. It could be, like you said, 5 years. Is I've seen someone like myself. I'll use myself as an example. I did lose my wallet, and 5 years later, someone had my ID and was making checks and cashing them, and my name was everywhere. It said I even got arrested, everybody, in the paper. And, I had to get my name cleared and had that report. But to write a check, I could no longer do because I was in the check systems. And back then, I'm old. They didn't have credit cards. You had a check, and you wrote a check for your groceries. You wrote a check for everything. And, I had to go back and make these money orders because it does affect you. And how it affects you, of course, your everyday life. You're not able to move forward with things when you have identity theft. And to clear it, you have to prove exactly who you are to that creditor to say it really is me.
Right.
Going in and I love the fact that they are stern with me. Even today, I have that identity theft for myself to walk in to go and ask for a credit card, and then they want to really make sure it's me. And I love that just because I don't want anyone else to have my credit and the abilities to go and charge in my name and create all these bills and all these headaches, because it does affect you. You get these bills and collections, they hit your report, and then it doesn't allow you to move forward to attain credit anywhere else. So for myself, I love that I'm drilled to make sure it's me. I love the fact that I have that identity theft for myself, the alerts that tells the creditor to check exactly who I am to move forward. The difference alert and your freezes, of course, are two different things, but the alerts is something that I have that really works, and lots of people should really be careful when they're moving forward with identity theft, because it's not something just to toy with. It's something that's really serious that can affect people, and it does affect people, and people who abuse it. Of course, we're very thorough with identity theft when we have clients that come in, because the line of questioning that we do to ensure that this is something that truly happened to them is something that we take serious in our line of work here. So when a client does come in and says, oh, this was this is that, I sit and, of course, 100% drilling them and asking these questions to get that clarification and the steps they need to do to protect themselves and move forward with our services with identity theft, and what's going to happen as we move forward with the credit repair and identity theft, how it affects them moving forward, and what steps they're going to have to do to protect themselves moving forward.
Now, with security freezes, oftentimes clients already come in with a security freeze on their credit, or they ask us to put the security freeze on their credit for them. What are some of the benefits that you found with security freezes?
No credit can be attained whatsoever. It just totally blocks the creditor from looking at your credit. They can't even pull it. They just total no. Freeze.
Not only that, here's the key. Whenever you put a security freeze on your credit, you have to make sure you put your cell phone number in that security freeze, because it's going to say, hey, before you allow any accounts to be established in my name, please call me to verify that this is me applying for this credit. So let's say that you're applying for, I'm just going to use Synchrony Bank as an example because they verify everything. Synchrony is very diligent. They will physically call you or send you a text, and you have to give them a code or you have to answer security questions to confirm that you are the person applying for that line of credit. Is it inconvenient at times? Yes, it is. Is it worth it if you've ever been victimized?
Yes.
Yes, it is. So these are
Yes.
things that people don't take into consideration, but things that we can actually do for the client while they're in the office.
We do have a current client that actually has identity theft, and it's still happening today as he's going through services. A person in Minnesota applied to get a car with Capital One and got approved.
Wow.
And so they were about to give him the person the loan, and they contacted him to make sure it was him, and he was like, I don't live in Minnesota.
Yeah.
So it was pretty funny that Credit One would actually say, okay, and approve them.
Capital One.
Yeah, Capital One,
Yeah.
and approve them knowing that he's in California and the debt was in Minnesota.
Yeah. And things like this happen every day, guys. So we are here to help protect you. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back soon.
Are you thinking of selling your home? Since 2004, the Souza Group, brokered by eXp Realty, has specialized in premier property listings and sales located in the Clovis Unified and North Fresno markets. The Souza Group will do their best to exceed your expectations. Visit clovisunifiedhomes.com. If your home floods, who will you call? When your house springs a leak, it's time to call Clean Master Emergency Flood Service at 559-213-9430. Clean Master will be there in 60 minutes to start fixing your home. And Clean Master bills your insurance directly, saving you the hassle because you've got enough to worry about. Clean Master also offers carpet and upholstery cleaning, carpet repair, pet odor removal, and more. Remember, Clean Master Emergency Flood Service, 559-213-9430, and visit cleanmasterflood.com. Pour yourself a glass of Crybaby wine, available at the market and Sam's Italian Deli. And remember to ask for Crybaby wine at your favorite restaurant.
Forget about the higher good of food, right? You're growing a product that people enjoy really all over the world. I mean, how does that make you feel?
I think about that all the time. I think about the families sitting around a table, enjoying a meal. I just see that what we do brings families together.
I mean, we're blessed. We're in paradise for food.
The Kern family of the Kern Family Farm invites you to eat delicious, nutritious, organic produce available at the Gnarly Carrot, located at 32954 Road 222 in North Fork, California. The Gnarly Carrot is a local, natural, seasonally changing market, offering a wide range of products from local Central Valley vendors. Get your caffeine fix, grab a smoothie, and support small businesses. Learn more at kernfamilyfarm.com and visit the Gnarly Carrot today. Doctor in Sukasa allows you to connect with your doctor when you need a quick treatment. Avoid a trip to a medical clinic or emergency room and connect by video with your doctor from your home, work, or anywhere. Just go to drinsukasa.com on your phone, tablet, or computer. Dr. in Sukasa provides quality care that is convenient, bilingual, and affordable, so you are never left without access to health care. Visit drinsukasa.com today.
CentralValleyTalk.com.
Hi, welcome back to Home Buying Tips with Allie. I am here with Yvonne Pierce, our office manager at Recovery Credit Repair. So, Yvonne, one of the things that I want to discuss is public records. As of January 1st of 2018, judgments and tax liens are no longer reported on clients' credit reports.
Correct.
but they're still affecting them when they want to purchase a home. So can you tap into that for us?
Yes. Well, when, as you said, they're not reported. So when I am doing a consultation with a client, I do let them know that they are not reported because tax liens and judgments are mandated by the courts, and that's all government, and government will absolutely not pay to report onto every client's report. So due diligence is for us to check an account that is a red flag for us. We do have creditors that some are dormant and won't do anything with the debt, and there's those that are very aggressive and want to collect from this debt. When they want to collect from a debt, they have a certain amount of time because we all know that there's statutes of limitations on everything. So statutes of limitations here in the state of California is 4 years. So a creditor basically has within the 4 years to go to the courts and actually attain a judgment. And a judgment, of course, is to give them permission to be able to collect this debt and keep a debt alive up to sometimes 25 years, believe it or not. A judgment is for 10 years, and they can renew it for another 10, and then again renew it for another 5. So what it does is guarantees that the creditor can actually keep the debt alive for that 10 years and collect from them. If a person that is being served the paperwork for a judgment does not respond to this, it gives the creditor full permission to garnish wages up to 25%, and it allows them to levy bank accounts and, of course, tax returns and just about anything that has an asset, a value to it, to place a lien against it. So judgments are something that will keep a client from moving forward with a home because it's debt. It's collectible debt, and when it's collectible debt, it goes against their debt ratio to income, so it's counted against them, and it's something that needs to be ensured that it's taken care of. When we go through that, that's something that we will always advise the client that this is something they can't ignore. It's something that has to be addressed. Everything on their report, of course, has to be addressed. It's not something that we ignore. Everyone needs to. We are people that help to clean up credit, but it's also something when we go and we're reviewing their credit report, we're reviewing each case individually to let them know what needs to be taken care of and not. And a judgment is something that we take very serious in that office, and we do help people to resolve that judgment, and we let them know how it can physically stop them from moving forward to purchase a home. A judgment is not only for for debt, but you can also have something on public record for a rental. If you've ever been evicted, those are there too for people that are renters that see that and can't get a home to rent a home. How do we help them? There's evictions are a little bit different from a judgment for collection, but we do assist them as much as we can with that eviction, but the judgment part, as far as with our client and helping them to move forward, that is something that we always ensure to make sure that we have that system for them to move forward.
Right, and back in the day, whenever you used to get served any court papers, it used to come with a court date. Now it doesn't anymore. So you're like, okay, someone served me, what do I do? But you actually have 20 days to file a response with the court. There is a filing fee. I know that Tulare County is close to $400. Every county has their own filing fee for the form. But once you file that response, with the court, it then gives you a court date so you can present your case in front of the judge. Also, another thing is, like Yvonne mentioned, the statutes of limitations. You need to read through your court documents that you received. This is why. There's a stamp on the front page that has a date. Also, inside the body of those court documents, it's going to state the date you last physically made a payment to that creditor. If the stamp of the filing date exceeds the 4 years from the date you last made a payment, it's worth to file a response because they can no longer take you to court. And if you don't file the response, they're going to automatically get that judgment against you because you're just like, I got served, I don't know what to do.
You
And
failed to show up.
they're just like, thank you, because you didn't bother reading anything and you didn't know what to do with that piece of paper. So we're always more than happy to look over those court documents for you, let you know what your rights are. And we physically have a client who won a case against the creditor because they filed it 7 days after the statutes of limitations date, and she was very ecstatic that she won against them. So there are options out there. The worst thing you can do is ignore it because, like Yvonne said, they will get a judgment against you. Here's the other thing with judgments. We've seen a 3-year-old judgment that was initially $3,000.
Correct.
7 years later, how much was that debt?
Oof. 4 times.
Like 18 grand. So, and the reason is that whenever they get these judgments, it says plus interest. So at any time, just because the creditor's bored, they can go in and add interest onto your file.
Right of execution.
And so, and you have no control over that because they got a judgment against you. So please be diligent and don't ignore them because they're very serious.
Yeah, the judgment can, of course, when we get a judgment, a lot of times they don't move forward and they let it sit for those years because what don't we have is assets.
Right.
Then we grow and we buy a home and we have now an asset. Guess what that judgment turns into? A lien against your home.
Exactly.
If it gets ignored, it just gets larger and larger and larger. They don't go away. It's something that needs to be addressed and taken care of.
And they can garnish your bank account. They can garnish your wages. Another thing, too, that a lot of people don't think about is when you get served, you can physically pick up the phone and try to settle. If you have the money to settle, you don't have to settle for 100%. Try to settle for 50%. There's ways around it. And if you have a stubborn creditor who just doesn't want to work with you, we have people in place to help you with those stubborn creditors that you could still settle for way less than what they're trying to sue you for.
Arbitration.
So, yes. So don't feel like you're stuck because you're not. You have a place to turn to.
You're not alone. You know, you're not alone. We're a phone call away. Everybody needs to remember that. 372-2823. Phone call away.
Now, Yvonne, one thing I wanted to talk about also is, in regards to the public records, loan officers are now also doing their due diligence.
Oh, great.
And they're using Fraud Guard and Data Verify to find these items. So because your tax liens and judgments are no longer coming up on these credit reports, they need to find them before you start making an offer on a home, because the last thing you want is to be 3 days before you're supposed to get keys. Your title company runs that statement of information, that judgment comes up, and now you have an emergency situation that you have to deal with within 3 days, or you can lose your home.
Correct.
And we do our best to prevent things like that.
We do. You know, when we're looking at a person's credit report, those alias names, you know, I'm punching in every name that I can think of in there to put in there to locate them, ask them where they were living and, you know, what counties, if they just relocated, how long, where was this debt, what year. I just get that validation from that client just because the search on our end, you know, every detail, I felt like I let a client down when it wasn't my fault in all reality, because the way the spelling of the name was just
off,
totally off, you know, and so we missed that judgment, and you know the client was upset. Unfortunately, you know, we were still able to help them to resolve that, but it was something that was missed, and it did affect them as they were moving on, because what happens when they do settle, what goes away from the client is their down payment to their home.
Exactly. And
so that's what we try to keep that pile high for them rather than it going away to debt that they need to pay.
Exactly. And guess what? We do all of this at no additional charge. It's part of our service. So, yeah. So we'll be right back with a quick break, and we're going to talk about how not all credit repair stories are success stories and why. We'll be back soon.
everyone, I am Sparkle Sujin with the Everything Sparkle Show. Tune in every Thursday live at 4 p.m. You will see people that are motivational, inspirational, inspiring, and of course, entertaining. We have a great time. We learn things about how big celebrities are inspiring big names here in Fresno. Hugh Hefner is the reason we have Fresno Magazine, and Gnarly Charlie got his start because Johnny Carson told him to. So, tune in, you'll learn something new, and have a good time.
Visit the beautiful city of Exeter and visit ExeterChamber.com. The Chamber's mission is to promote, support, and enable Exeter to prosper, creating a strong local economy, promoting community, and providing networking opportunities. Follow the Chamber on Facebook and Twitter, or give the Chamber a call at 559-592-2919.
Call Peachy's Catering for all your special occasions. Available to cook any variety of foods and desserts that will leave your taste buds wanting more. Call 559-558-2682 and follow Peachy's on Instagram and Facebook.
Is everything in life draining you? Come to Stretch 360. Our professional staff can offer you many options for relaxation like deep tissue or hot stone massages, infrared medical grade sauna. Once you leave us, you'll look and feel like $1,000,000. Stretch 360. Relaxation is only a stretch away.
Call Nicole Hamilton McManus at 559-917-3040 to buy this perfect, romantic, rustic ranch with a 2-home setup. Located only 12 miles from the entrance to Kings Canyon and Sequoia National Parks. This beautifully maintained property boasts of amenities and custom features. The main home is a 3-bedroom, 1-bath, 1,670 square feet. The guest home is 2 bedrooms, 1 bath with 1,163 square feet. Also features a 75-foot lap pool, a cabana, a beautiful garden, and 2 small nearby ponds. Call Nicole Hamilton McManus at 559-917-3040. The Art of Becoming Who We Are in Christ by Jolene Kennedy is a book about the process of maturity as we find our true identity, since God's promises must be received, embraced, and activated within us. Get your copy today and check out JoleneKennedy.com. Fleet Feet Fresno is more than just a running and sportswear store. Fleet Feet Sports' mission is to provide runners and other active Fresnans with gear that fits their individual needs, training that helps them reach their fitness goals, and races that satisfy their competitive spirit. Get to know Fleet Feet Fresno today.
CentralValleyTalk.com.
Hi everyone, welcome back to Home Buying Tips with Allie. I am here with Miss Yvonne Pierce of Recovery Credit Repair. So Yvonne, we want to discuss how not all credit repair stories are success stories and what keeps people from being successful.
Well, one of the things is when setting goals for clients and expectations of our partnership, because that's what we have when they sign up for services as a partnership. When they don't keep their end up as far as making sure that their accounts are in good standings and they're continuously having those 30-day lates that are affecting them and affecting their goal, it's something that we will stop services and we will ask them to bring their accounts current because it's more important for them to stay current on their existing accounts and for them to be stronger in their financial world than to be doing services with us. And then when they're ready and they're more financially ready, then come back to us. Right. As far as other situations that keep us from being successful with credit repair is when things are just once again, it's going to be with the client not paying and things charging off, or not being upfront and honest with us about collections that just continuously keep coming on. You do have collections that are bought and sold, bought and sold.
Mm-hmm.
You do have some that arise from who knows how long ago,
Yeah.
because they're bought and they're sold, and they keep, you know, continuously showing up on their report, and, you know, we're there and we're helping them to get that. But when they have their open existing accounts that they're allowing to charge off and not being proactive, that's when, you know, we do have to stop services, and, you know, and do our due diligence to encourage them to stay on top of their financial world.
What about their spending habits when they're using 50 to 100% of their credit card limits?
You could say goodbye to their scores. People don't realize until it really impacts them. We do have one client that, you know, didn't truly believe us about debt, keeping it at 30%, that debt ratio, your card, and he went and he spent out of that, let's just say $199, and his scores were tanked 80 points, all three bureaus, yep. 80 points. He was totally upset, called and realized, I didn't think you were telling me the truth.
Right.
Why would we guide them incorrectly? So he did turn that around, and to this day, when I call him, hey, this is where you at? I promise I'll keep that card in the best condition ever. Because, you know, when they see that drop and why it dropped, it really makes that impact on their scores. It really takes away from their goal of where they want it to be. They could have been there a month earlier, but because the conditions of their physical accounts didn't allow them to move forward.
Right.
Unfortunately, we don't control that score. The client controls it. They're the ones that are, you know, sliding their cards. They're the ones writing their checks and paying their bills. They know their finances. They know where they stand. They know what they need to do to keep up on top, because we educate them as far as, you know, ensuring your payment dates are correct compared to your reporting dates, you know, feeding them that information that's going to make that difference for their reporting of their credit.
And when we're educating our clients, are we educating them just one time during their first initial visit?
Oh no, I always tell my clients when I'm sitting there, my clients, they're our clients, our clients, I'm just really passionate about what I do, and people, just when I'm talking to them, I want them to understand and walk out knowing that I'm there to be their backbone to help them. So if I'm monitoring their credit, because that's what I'm doing, when their credit report's pulled and I'm monitoring it and I'm looking at their report and I'm like, oh gosh, I'm on the phone or I'm sending them that extra message to, yes, slap them on the hand,
yes.
To say,
the
hey,
teacher voice.
Yeah, hey, this is what happened and where are we? You know, what did we talk about? We're consistently monitoring them and consistently reminding them this is where you need to be. As a team, I think our whole team is very passionate about making sure, you know, everyone's scores are staying where they need to be or improving and getting higher, because we wish that we could go and make sure everyone's scores, if we had that magic wand to make sure that, ooh, they got there in 1 month, but it can happen in 1 month, but then there's those times when it's just not, just because the building of the credit, you know, the way the client's financial situation and how we gave them their plan to grow is going to take time, but it does happen.
Yeah, and oftentimes we even have clients who challenge us, per se, because they want us to remove all the negative items before they begin establishing credit. Yeah. So what happens when that happens?
Well, when there's no credit to judge, your credit is either going to stable or fall off, and you will have no scores. So
you become 18 again, have no credit, and have to start over. Whereas if they would have established a line of credit while we're working on their credit, what happens then?
Their credit starts to build. It starts to build that foundation, and they have it to grow and strong. And you see by the time their reports are cleaned up and ready for that goal, their next goal, they have that stability in their credit already built.
Yep.
And their conditions are perfect because they're educated.
Exactly. And one of the things that we as a company really focus on is educating the community, is educating our clients for future success. We've even had people say, I'm tired of being lectured. We're not lecturing you. We are educating you so you can be successful, because your success is our success. We love nothing more than to pick up the phone and call our clients and say, guess what? You don't need us anymore. That's the best feeling in the world. We all celebrate in the office. You don't know this, but we do the happy dance in the office.
We do.
We get very excited about that.
We're dancing, cheering, everything.
Yes, it's a big deal to us.
And then we have those clients that are silent. They don't tell us they went and had their credit pulled and they got into a home. Sometimes homes can happen really quick, and they're into a home and, we see their credit pulled for a home and we call them. There's no response. We get their report and there's a new home reported, and we're like, yay.
Yeah.
So it's really, really nice when you call that client and or they call you back and say, we got our keys.
Exactly.
It is just a beautiful feeling. It's very emotional for myself. It's like, yay, another one. And it's just beautiful to see family grow.
Right. Mm-hmm. And then there's a big misconception out there that credit repair companies, that all we do is put all of your accounts into an in dispute status.
Yes.
And when you're trying to buy a home, you can't have anything in dispute. But, Yvonne, do credit repair companies physically put your accounts in dispute status?
No, they do not.
Who does?
The bureaus do.
The bureaus or the creditors?
The creditor will, because when they're questioned, it is the creditor who's reporting to the bureau that information. So it is the creditor who says this account is in dispute status.
Mm-hmm. Because the way the law is written is, if your creditor doesn't mark an account as in dispute, within 30 days, you can go after them and sue them for $1,000. So that's why they are the ones who mark your accounts in dispute. It's not the credit repair companies. So we really want to clear that up. Mm-hmm. Another thing that we're seeing a lot of is how many of you are out there watching TV, and here comes that lovely Experian Boost commercial on your TV screen, and report your own credit. So Yvonne has physically called Experian because we have been having quite a few issues with people self-reporting, and they're not being self-reported correctly. So can you educate us on Experian Boost?
I was very, very curious because each Experian Boost reporting that I was seeing on our client's report, their Experian was dropping. And I was like, why is it dropping? And I was like, why are these reporting balances? I thought it was supposed to report a zero balance because it's a reporting of a utility that you physically paid, so the balance should report zero.
Every month.
My thought was that. So I was just, why is this happening? So I did get on the phone and I called Experian. I got on, I have a membership because on Experian. So I called because I was saying I'm going to do this and see what it's like. And I did question as far as how it is physically reported onto your report. They physically do have you log in, and they do have you put in your bank information. They pull from your bank information to see how you paid. That's how you have to pay it, is through your bank, to see how, if it has, let's just say, Southern gas company. So if that gas company is shown in there, it'll pull 9 months of payment to see if you truly have been paying for 9 months, pulls the last 3 months. It will report lates in the last 3 months for you on there, but all it does is extract. You don't get to place any numbers in yourself. It extracts the information from your bank and it places it and it reports it. So if your bill is $432 and you paid $432, you're going to have debt reported of $432. It's never going to show a zero balance. So when you add debt to your report, you adding money, so your scores drop. So it doesn't necessarily work for people who have established credit. There's no need to even use Experian Boost because it is adding debt rather than taking away debt. It does add accounts for people who have absolutely no way of establishing credit for themselves and don't don't want to do that secured card because they're not sure about the secured card and they feel good about that Experian boost, it'll give them a little boost. It's not something that's going to give them a big, tremendous boost like they talk about. It's going to establish them credit, but only for one bureau. Yeah. Not across the board like a secured card would do for yourself. But Experian Boost is not something that I would recommend for people to go out and do just because it adds debt rather than showing a zero debt on there. It's not showing that it's actually physically being paid. And I don't like that they have access to a bank account also.
Exactly.
That's scary for myself.
So we're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back with some final talks.
You enter this door with expired tags. Beyond is another dimension, a dimension of regulations, a dimension of long waits. You have reached the registration zone. What looks like an ordinary shop is actually Mitchell Smog, located in the heart of the Tower District, a few minutes from the DMV. Mitchell Smog offers your vehicle a STAR-certified smog inspection. So remember Mitchell Smog when you need to pass through the registration zone.
The Saga of Bridget and Amanda by Carol Love Forbes brings to life the struggles of historical women in early America. Find the Saga of Bridget and Amanda on Amazon and Barnes & Noble and order your copy today.
Hello everyone, my name is Miss G. I offer fun and affordable promotion and advertisement on my talk show. It is called Fresno Vibes. We talk, we play awesome music. I also feature a bunch of different bartenders from different places. I like to have restaurants. I like to have any event, any kind of fun stuff. Contact me at rmgmissg@gmail.com and we will have so much fun and we will promote your business, promote your event right here on my show. So contact me. We'll have fun. Thank you.
Hey, I'm Christopher. Tune in every Friday night on CentralValleyTalk.com when I bring you Sex, Drugs, Christopher, where I'll give you 3 guesses on what we talk about. And I also vow to bring you 1 live local music act a week. So tune in every week because you never know what kind of music you're going to hear right here on CentralValleyTalk.com.
A dynamic litigator, in-tune listener, and forward thinker with almost a decade of experience, Nasser Nekumanish is a skilled attorney servicing clients throughout the Central Valley. When you need a lawyer, call 559-441-0114 and ask for Nasser Nekumanish.
Today we bring you the first part of our global broadcast exclusive conversation.
The streets of Tahrir have once again been filled.
Key issues here at the United Nations Climate Change Conference remain unresolved.
Police are saying the protesters to move further and further away.
I'm Amy Goodman.
And I'm Juan Gonzalez.
And those are some of the headlines. This is Democracy Now!
CentralValleyTalk.com.
Hi everyone, welcome back to Home Buying Tips with Allie. I am here with Yvonne Pierce of Recovery Credit Repair. So Yvonne, many credit repair companies offer a guarantee. And what guarantees do you offer or do we offer and why?
I guarantee that I and my team will definitely work 100% on your negative on your report. And dispute what we need to that's negative to the bureaus. I don't guarantee because it's unethical for me to guarantee something that I don't control. I don't work at the bureaus. I don't work at the creditors. I'm a person who will review and evaluate and send out to help your case, but I'm not the decision maker to say yes or no. So I don't guarantee anything to come off your report. I just guarantee you that I will be there to dispute that negative from your report and use all the knowledge that I carry to support your case to the bureaus.
And also, oftentimes you see people say guaranteed 100-point increase. Well, guess what? We don't guarantee how you pay your bills.
Correct.
We don't guarantee if you're going to max out a card. We don't guarantee if you're going to go car shopping. We don't guarantee if you're going to go and get 200 inquiries on your credit report. We have zero control over that. So our guarantee is that we take care of the negative and we educate you on the positive. But you have 100% control over your scores because you're the ones who control how you pay your current cards, how you control your current debt, and how you take care of your items. So we are a power partner.
Correct.
And we guarantee to be your power partner. We guarantee to be with you in the good times and bad times and educate you and give you as many tools as possible. But you have to do your part too.
Correct. Most definitely. Partnership.
Yes. And so many people out there are currently renters. If you're a renter, it's okay. Get on the program now. If you're looking to improve your credit, reach out to a credit repair company that you trust and start working on your credit, because guess what? 2020 is just around the corner. You can become a homeowner in 2020. You're about to get your income taxes done soon. Use that money towards a down payment on the house. There's programs out there to help you. Not all bad credit has to be completely eliminated off of your credit report in order for you to qualify to buy a home. But we know what your underwriters are looking for. We know what the loan officers are looking for. So we can help you with that.
Yeah, we have several partnerships out there, not only with yourself, but we do have those partnerships with those loan officers, and that contact with them is very vital to the success of you, because they are feeding us the information that we need, that they need to get you approved. So it's not just you and I, it's all of us together to get it done.
Yeah, so power partners to buy a home are your realtors, your mortgage loan officers. We all have your best interest at heart. And our ultimate goal is to get you keys to your home. So when you see those signs or those pictures on Facebook and they're all happy because they got the keys to their home, we want that to be your success story for 2020 going forward. But you need to start now.
Yep. Credit repair is something that it's a big step. Sometimes it seems scary, and I don't want anyone to feel afraid to come in or ashamed, because it's called life when we go through things. Things we can help, things we can't help, but we're there to assist you, and we do understand your issues, and we are there to help and assist in any way. If we can't help you, as Ali said, there is times when you don't qualify. We have that outreach for you to go out there and make that happen for yourself also.
And if you wonder if your information is confidential, our hair is so curly because it is so full of secrets, okay? We keep everything 100% confidential.
Did you not hear Ellie? She tried to get them out of me today. My secrets.
Well, Yvonne, thank you so much for being on our show today. I hope all of you out there got a world of education. Our contact information is down below, so please reach out to us. And till next Tuesday, we'll see you soon. Bye.
Bye, y'all.
When you need to get fit, contact Gary Torres, IFBB Pro. Email GaryTorres5336@yahoo.com.
Hey, I'm Christopher. Tune in every Friday night on CentralValleyTalk.com when I bring you Sex, Drugs, Christopher, where I'll give you 3 guesses on what we talk about. And I also vow to bring you 1 live local music act a week. So tune in every week, because you never know what kind of music you're going to hear right here on CentralValleyTalk.com.
The Space Colony Journals are an epic tale of a family's struggle to survive. Meet the courageous women and dangerous men who dare to carve a home on the alien world of Vensug. Get your copy today. Available on Amazon and GailDailiesFineArt.com.
You enter this door with expired tags. Beyond is another dimension, a dimension of regulations, a dimension of long waits. You have reached the registration zone. What looks like an ordinary shop is actually Mitchell Smog, located in the heart of the Tower District, a few minutes from the DMV. Mitchell Smog offers your vehicle a STAR-certified smog inspection. So remember Mitchell Smog when you need to pass through the registration zone.
Contact Sarah Hernandez of June and Matt Photography to schedule your portrait, engagement, wedding, or next family photo session. But that's not all. Sarah is also your personal brandographer, helping you ditch the stock photos and get images that sell. Call 559-412-3721. Visit JuneandMattPhoto.com and follow Sarah on Instagram and Facebook.
Hello, everyone. My name is Miss G. I offer